What up my noobs, MasterBoomer here once again with another BSMOD informational video. I have been told that you zoomers and noobs don't know how to install a source mod. I hear you say, oh baby, it is so confusing to install BSMOD. Please MasterBoomer, help us noobs and zoomers complete this difficult and complex undertaking. Okay Buttercup, put down your TikToks and Fortnites, because we are going to learn how to install BSMOD right now. Step number 1. Go to the download website, which is linked in this informational video description. Then look for the section called Base Client Download. Step number 2. Click on the Base Client Download link. Make sure to save it to your computer system, that is important. Step number 3. When the base client finishes downloading, find it on your computer system. Now you will need to extract the files. Step number 4. Now you have extracted the BSMOD mod folder. All the game files should be right inside this folder. Take a second to make sure they are there. Now you will want to copy the mod folder with all the files inside it. Step number 5. Navigate to the directory where you have Steam installed on your computer system. Now open the Steam folder. Now open the Steam Apps folder. Now open the Source Mod folder. Step number 6. Paste the BSMOD base client into your Source Mod folder. Congratulations, you zoomers and noobs have just installed the BSMOD base client. But don't start celebrating yet. Now we should see if there are any update patches to install. Step number 7. Let's go back to the BSMOD download web zone. Look for the section that says Latest Patch, then click the Latest Patch download link. Make sure to save the patch to your computer system. Step number 8. Find the patch that you just downloaded, now extract its files. These patches contain updates to the base client we just installed, and new ones are released frequently. Now copy the files inside the patch folder. Step number 9. Navigate to the Source Mod folder inside your Steam folder. Find the BSMOD folder that we had just installed. Open the BSMOD base folder and paste the patch files inside. You should be asked to replace or overwrite existing files. Make sure to say yes. If you are installing a patch and are not asked to overwrite existing files, you are doing something wrong. Congratulations, you have now installed the latest update for BSMOD. Step number 10. Now we need to start the Steam client. If you installed the game correctly, BSMOD should now show up in your Steam library. If Steam was running when you installed BSMOD, you will need to restart it now. You can restart Steam by clicking the Steam menu in the top left corner, then selecting Exit. Step number 11. Select BSMOD in your Steam library and press play. To play BSMOD, you are required to download and install the Source SDK Base 2013 single-player client. If you do not have it installed, you will be prompted to install it when you start BSMOD. Step number 12. After the Source SDK Base 2013 single-player has been downloaded and installed, you can now launch BSMOD. The version number will be displayed at startup, so you can tell which version you are on. Now you may have noticed that you can't play any maps in BSMOD. What the heck MasterBoomer, you noobs and zoomers will cry. Why won't that work when I start a new game? Did I do something wrong? Why am I such a loser? Shut up and listen you noobs. BSMOD only ships with a shooting range map. But you can play Half-Life 2, Episode 1 and Episode 2 campaign maps in BSMOD, but you will have to install those. Let's do that now. Step number 13. To play the Half-Life 2, Episode 1, or Episode 2 campaign maps, you will need to download and install the games in your Steam library. Step number 14. Once you have installed those games, navigate to your Steam directory. Then open the Steam Apps folder. Then open the Common folder. You should now see a folder named Half-Life 2. Step number 15. Open the Half-Life 2 folder. Inside you should see the folders for our games. HL2 is the folder for Half-Life 2. Episodic is the folder for Episode 1. EP2 is the folder for Episode 2. Inside each of these folders you will find another folder called Maps. These contain the map files that we need. Step number 16. Okay, now for the final step. You will need to copy each of these maps folders and then paste them into your BSMOD directory. This will allow BSMOD to use these map files. Go ahead and do this now. Step number 17. Now your BSMOD should be filled to the brim with Half-Life 2 campaign maps. Oh gadzooks, yes. Congratulations you noobs and zoomers, you now can play Half-Life 2 in BSMOD. Go ahead and try it out now. Or go back to your TikToks or whatever, I don't care. Thank you for enjoying this BSMOD informational video.